Hier, Munition. Hier ist Munition.
Danke, mein Freund.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Battlefield 1 multiplayer. Today we're going to be playing Frontlines. Now Frontlines is a new game mode for Battlefield 1. It was actually called Chain Link, and there were some variations to that in Battlefield 4, and it came out in, I think, the third DLC for that game. But Chain Link, the idea was kind of similar. You start off at an objective and you work your way down, and each team is trying to get to a specific set of objectives and go down towards the enemy point. And in this game mode, once the enemy, because I assume the enemy is going to beat us, works their way through the points and gets to our base, they will plant 2 bombs on 2 different telegraph poles, and they will win. Now, that last phase is really interesting, and I'll talk a bit more about it when we get there, but this is, if you ever played some of the older Battlefields, there was a game mode called Conquest Assault on some maps. Specifically, Wake Island in Battlefield 3 was actually kind of famous for it, where you'd have to work your way through a set of objectives, one team's attacking, one team's defending. This is kind of both. You take your objectives, you try to make sure the enemy can't get stuff, and yeah. I think this mode's really well done. You're going to notice something here, though, is that there's no time limit. The time limit you see over the objective there is actually going up, not down. That's kind of one of the things people are commenting on a lot with this game, is that the game mode itself, because it doesn't have a time limit, it can get drawn out and long. Oh, I am fucked. If this guy even has any ability to aim, I'm screwed. But you can see also that there's not a lot of people playing this right now, because this is a 16 on 16 game instead of a 32 on 32 as Conquest is. So that means that there's not as many people playing in any specific match, which is, you know, I think actually it's a good thing, because like I said, this game mode can go on for a while, and grenades can go out forever. And it can get ugly. I should switch to limpets actually for this. That would work a lot better. Usually in this game mode, I use mortars on my support, because, well, honestly, they're absolutely fantastic for this game mode, especially because you can take out tanks, you can stop advances, you can soften up points. Very good. Highly suggested that you switch over to those if you are like me and generally use limpets. What we're going to do here, though, is anyone who's foolish enough to come challenge us on this end is going to get fucked up.
Capture objective apples.
I cannot believe I didn't get a kill. Oh, hi. There. Now I got it. Fuck. I'm dead. So I'm actually going to do something here that I don't usually do, and that is I'm going to switch over to the ammo crate. And by don't usually do, I mean I've literally never used the ammo crate in this game. Now the reason I'm going to do that is because I actually have to go buy it. It's because they've changed how the ammo crate works, and it now is going to cool down your refill of grenades faster. So in addition to filling up your ammo, if you throw a grenade, you will get more grenades back faster, because the game introduced a cooldown on grenade timing. What?
Objective apples.
I am very interested in how that just fucking worked. So I use smoke grenades, and that means I can basically chain smoke grenades. Other people who use different types of grenades, of course, have to wait a little longer, but yeah, overall pretty good. I still prefer the pouches because it keeps things mobile, and it means that, man, I'm getting a lot of squad assists today. But with the pouches, it also means that I'm going to get way more resupplies. But when you're in this game mode, you are really often just on objectives with most of your team. So by throwing down a box every now and again, I'm going to get a lot of points. And I am nothing if not a point whore. And you can also see that the enemy team is throwing grenades out like crazy, because it is a popular pastime at the moment. Like I said, that patch, the patch changed how grenades work, and some people love it. No, okay, sorry, take that back. No one fucking likes how that changes things. You know what? That guy's right. Why am I using mortars when I could be using my frag crossbow? That's good. That's a good idea. That'll help clear things out and contribute to nade spam. There's actually a lot of changes coming for Battlefield 1 in the future, especially on with regards to gadgets and everything like that. I mean, I love my crossbow. I love my my ammo packs and everything. So the way they're changing things is very interesting. If you're listening to this, this is all theoretical. They just kind of announced it today as the recording is going on. But what they're going to do is they're going to make it so your gadgets are kind of life limited. You start off with, you start the very start of the game off with 3 rocket grenades, let's say, and that is the most you will ever have. You cannot carry more than 3, or well, you can get 5 if you go pick up a couple. There we go. Now we're stopping. But yeah, it's very different. It's difficult to explain while I'm trying to do this as well. So I'll hold off on that. But yes, it's going to be very interesting. My support class is going to become very, very popular in the near future, which honestly is a good thing. I always feel like in Battlefield games, supports are often, I wouldn't say unappreciated, but they're kind of like a consideration class. Like, if there's a very specific utility I need to use the support for, I will use a support, is how a lot of people usually play it. Which is unfortunate, because I feel like, outside of some of the guns not being great, and the one I'm using now is actually a completed challenge, it's a very useful class overall. The gadgets are very good. The ability to refill up everyone's ammo, and your own ammo for that matter, is very, very important. And you can keep a full team going with, support just to throw down some ammo every now and again. So it's one of those classes where if you don't have any, you really notice it. But very few people are really willing to jump into the support class sometimes. And some of the people who jump in there are doing it simply for that gadget or for the ability to throw down certain things, rather than because they want to help the team with ammo distribution. Holy crap. So, we look to be entering the final phase of the game, which is pretty quick. I'm not gonna lie, I've done quicker games. 7 minutes is the shortest I've played so far. Jesus. I can hear someone on my right shooting. Oh, it's a sniper on our team. Let's feed him some ammo. There you go.
Pushed back. Defend the objective.
Let's smoke that. Jump back a bit. So yeah, like I said, you can... What? Okay, so the last phase of our game mode here is similar to Rush. The guys who are going into our spawn here have a set number of tickets, and they have to plant objectives, like the one over here. Ow. And once they, oh man, I can't believe there was a second guy in there. But once they plant both of them, they win, right? So that's kind of
Used objective butter.
okay. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain about that one. But they have a number of tickets to do this in. Now, if they don't plant both objectives in this attempt, they don't lose, by the way. They just go back to the previous point that they had already taken from us. And we kind of continue on this path.
The enemy has armed
Das hält
objective.
schon verdammt!
Wow, this guy is moving so much. Dude, stay fucking still. 2 seconds of your goddamn life.
We have defused objective butter.
Alright, fine, I give the fuck up.
The enemy has armed objective butter.
Yeah, I cannot believe how fast that guy was moving on that hill. That was crazy. He was like on fucking meth or something. Now this would have actually been a good spot to mortar from, just because everything's outside. Once you get inside, mortaring gets a little tricky because there's not as many spots. It's a bunker after all, so it's a little pretty well defended.
Aufpassen, Maschinengewehr!
Yeah, I don't want him up there. Alright.
We have lost objective butter.
God damn it. 83 points of damage on that one guy. And then he's just gonna go through and murder everyone on our team. Oh, there he goes.
He has armed objective apples.
So this might go very quickly. I don't know what it is, but the latest patch introduced some weirdness to this game. Like, there's always some weirdness and jankiness to a Battlefield game, but I'm talking hardcore. And so there's some weird telescopic lens bug, and then there's this bizarre issue with the wrong guns showing up constantly in the kill cam. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, we lost. We lost bad. And the game tells you how many flags your team took and how long it took, but like I said, I've seen this game go on for 7 minutes straight and just one team walks right down the way and with no issue plants both bombs. And then I've seen this game go on for 45 minutes where, you know, you snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. So it's a very interesting game mode. I appreciate it. I think it's really interesting. I'd like to get more people into it and maybe do, you know, a nice game night with some people with this. I think it'll work well. And we'll do that when the DLC is available to everybody rather than people like me who have more money than sense and buy premium before they even know what the DLC will be. But let's take a look at how we did here. Second in resupplies. I only had 18. That's really low for me, even for a short game. Oh well. Anyways. I didn't do well on the scoreboard either. I think I had more kills than deaths, but who cares about that? I didn't have any plants. I had like a capture. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.